Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Your Name Channel Name, and today we're going to dive into a topic that might just be one of the most important of our era, a topic that is redefining who we are and how we live. Have you ever stopped to think about how many invisible eyes observe you daily? That camera at the traffic light, your virtual assistant's microphone, the app on your phone. What do they truly see? And, more importantly, what do they know about you? The convenience technology offers us is undeniable. With just a few taps on the screen, we order food, call a car, connect with the world. But behind this ease, there's a silent and powerful force constantly expanding: artificial intelligence. And with each advancement of AI, a question echoes louder and louder. Are we heading towards the end of privacy? It sounds sensationalist, I know. But what if I told you that the line between convenience and complete exposure is becoming increasingly thin? Our journey today isn't meant to alarm, but rather to inform, provoke thought, and perhaps help us better understand the ground we're treading on. So, get ready, because what you're about to hear might change the way you see the world around you. To fully understand this relationship between AI and privacy, we first need to demystify artificial intelligence itself. Often, when we think of AI, we imagine humanoid robots in sci-fi movies ready to take over the world. But the reality is much more subtle and, in a way, more present in our daily lives. AI, in its essence, is a set of algorithms and systems capable of learning, reasoning, solving problems, and making decisions autonomously. And yes, it's everywhere. When your smartphone suggests the next word as you type a message, that's AI. When your streaming app recommends that show you need to watch, that's AI. When GPS gives you the best route to avoid traffic, guess what? That's AI at work. We're talking about what's called weak AI, or narrow artificial intelligence, which is designed to perform specific tasks with extreme efficiency. But what makes this AI so powerful and, at the same time, a challenge to our privacy? The answer lies in one word: data. We live in the age of data, and the phrase "data is the new oil" has never been truer. Every click you make, every page you visit, every purchase you make online, every like on a social network, every photo you share, all of it generates a massive amount of information. Your connected devices, from your smart TV to your smart refrigerator, are also constantly generating data. And this torrent of information doesn't stop. It's the fuel that powers artificial intelligence. The more data AI has to analyze, the smarter and more accurate it becomes. It learns your patterns, your habits, your preferences, and even your moods. This symbiosis between AI and data isn't something that appeared overnight. It's the result of decades of technological advancements. Think about the evolution from the first computers to the processing power we now hold in the palm of our hand. This capability, combined with the decreasing cost of data storage, has allowed companies and even governments to begin collecting and analyzing information on an unprecedented scale. The ubiquity of sensors, cameras on every corner, microphones in our homes, chips in our cards, has transformed the world into a vast data collection center. It's a form of passive surveillance, often imperceptible, that has become an integral part of our daily lives. And this is where privacy truly begins to be tested. AI has become the ultimate tool for invisible surveillance. Think about facial recognition. You blink, and a camera has already identified you. In airports, in shopping centers, even in some cities, AI is working to identify faces, analyze movements, and track people. Your convenient virtual assistant is always listening. It may not be recording your every word all the time, but the ability to activate and process your voice for commands is a gateway to analyzing speech patterns and even emotions. And on social media, AI monitors your clicks, the time you spend on each post, your searches, your comments. With this, it builds an incredibly detailed profile of who you are, what you like, what worries you, and even your vulnerabilities. And it doesn't stop there. Your connected devices, from the smart TV that sees what you watch to the car that knows your daily routes, are constantly collecting and transmitting information about your life. With all this volume of data, AI gains a frightening power, the power of prediction. It not only analyzes what you've done, but it predicts what you're going to do. Are you going to buy a specific product? Are you going to be interested in a news story? Who are your next friends? Targeted advertising is the most obvious example of this prediction. Ads magically appear on your social media or the websites you visit, offering exactly what you were thinking of buying. Is it convenient? Sometimes, yes. But it's also a subtle invasion, where AI seems to read your mind. This predictive capability goes far beyond marketing. In some places, AI is already being used to predict the likelihood of crimes, raising serious ethical questions about algorithmic biases and the risk of prejudgment. We are moving towards a scenario where AI can tell us who we are and what we will do, even before we ourselves know. And who benefits from all this digital gold, this data that's worth so much? It goes to a colossal market, often invisible to most people. The information market, dominated by what are called data brokers. These are companies whose main business is to collect, analyze, and sell personal information. They compile data from various sources: public records, purchase history, online activity, social media, to create comprehensive profiles of individuals. These profiles are then sold to other companies for marketing purposes, risk analysis, recruitment, and even to governments. You may not know who these companies are, but they know you in detail. Your health history, your political beliefs, your reading habits, your creditworthiness. All of this could be in a database, ready to be traded. Theory is one thing, but practice is another. And recent history is filled with shocking examples of how AI and data collection can be used and abused. Who doesn't remember the Cambridge Analytica scandal with Facebook? Data from millions of users was collected without consent and used to influence elections. It was a painful awakening for many about the true power and danger of misusing personal information, and the massive data breaches that have become almost weekly occurrences. Large companies with millions of customers suffer attacks that expose passwords, financial information, and sensitive personal data. The consequences: identity theft, financial fraud, and in extreme cases, even blackmail. Our digital lives are increasingly intertwined with our real lives, and a breach can have devastating impacts. But it's not just companies that collect and use our data. Governments around the world are also investing heavily in AI-based surveillance. The case of China and its social credit system is an extreme, almost dystopian example. AI monitors citizens' behavior in real time, evaluating everything from bill payments to how they cross the street. Social credit scores can determine if you get a job, a loan, or even if you can travel. It's total surveillance with the aim of shaping the population's behavior. In other countries, AI is used in protests and demonstrations to identify participants, and mass surveillance programs like those revealed by Edward Snowden show the scale of data collection by security agencies. The line between national security and privacy invasion becomes frighteningly thin. And in our daily lives, AI is present in more subtle ways, blurring the line between convenience and surveillance. delivery apps that constantly track your location, even when you're not actively using the app. Sensors in physical stores that map your movement, your time spent on each shelf, your shopping patterns. AI that knows your sleep habits, your diet, your exercise patterns through wearables and health devices. It all seems harmless, doesn't it? But each of these small data collection points adds up to an increasingly complete and detailed portrait of who you are. A portrait that, often, is known more by machines than by yourself. So, what is the future of privacy? Are we truly heading towards its end? The truth is, the future of privacy is not sealed. It depends on us. Awareness is the first step. Understanding the problem, knowing how AI and data collection work, is essential to protecting ourselves. We need to practice more rigorous digital hygiene, strong passwords, two-factor authentication, thinking twice before sharing information online. Using tools like VPNs and privacy-focused browsers can help protect your digital footprint. But above all, we need to demand transparency and control over our data from both companies and governments. Data protection laws such as GDPR in Europe and LGPD in Brazil are a start, but the challenge is great and requires global collaboration. Imagine a world where your every decision, every interaction, every thought you express online is cataloged and analyzed. Where AI knows more about you than you do yourself. Where privacy is not a choice, but a distant memory. Is it a dystopia? Or a future we are already building? The truth is that with every click, every accept cookies, every new technology we embrace, we are contributing to shaping this reality. The question is not if privacy will be impacted by AI, but how much of it we will still be able to preserve. And what will we do with this knowledge? The future of privacy is not sealed. It depends on us. If this video made you think, provoked you to question, then our goal was achieved. Leave your opinion in the comments. Do you believe privacy is a lost battle? What do you do to protect your data? Your perspective is fundamental to this conversation. If you liked the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and share it with your friends. Let's spread this discussion and build a more conscious and secure digital future for everyone. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you next time.